have a DM who just really likes hurting the party. Dungeon of the Mad Mage. No one makes a rogue. I joined the party playing a pally. Guy playing the only trap finder gets bored and rerolls a wizard. Group insists that I have to go first because no one can find traps. I try it, but every trap we find we can't disarm, and every trap we do manage to disarm still damages us. Guillotine trap? I grab the blade after it falls to hold it still. Roll a nat 19 and hold it down. Party member melts it with acid. Cable snaps and hits my level 5 PC and the guy next to him for 3d12 damage anyway. I was playing tank, so I had a respectable 23 AC. DM figures out I have a 23 in AC. Suddenly, whole combats go by without me getting attacked. Fight a swarm of bats. 14 attacks go to the wizard and the bard. A single attack out of the 24 is aimed at me. Whole fight goes by. 78 attacks on 5 characters. 3 of them aimed at me. Get into fight with a bunch of goblins. Go in after the fighter. I literally went next in order. DM rules every goblin, 15 plus monsters, attack the fighter since she went in first. This includes goblins who have to shoot around me to hit her. Her AC is 18, so they hit her left and right. I try to kill all the goblins. Goblins conveniently have double HP, so I can't one-hit kill them. Same battle. Giants coming in the hallway behind us. DM, playing a druid who wasn't there that day, has druid retreat into the room while barking madly. He's a direwolf. I say, okay, I see him retreating and making a ruckus, so since these goblins aren't a threat, I'm gonna go check it out. DM tells me I'm metagaming and rules I'm so distracted by the goblins that I don't notice the direwolf barking 30 feet away. Flat out tells me I'm not allowed to block the doorway. Direwolf lets the giants in and they start attacking the party. Kill a giant, DM rules it falls, and I have to make a dex save to not get pinned under it. I decapitated a vampire. DM rules that since I have its head and it has regeneration, it revives from 0 HP and bites me anyway. Its severed head bites me. Giant hallway full of snakes. Tells us walking through it would mean that we would be getting bitten. DM states too many snakes to attack. Can't use my weapon. Snakes aren't afraid of fire. Can't use my torch. No one has AoE spells. Shrug and walk through the snakes. No way around it either. Plus 16 to hit on the snakes. Snakes deal 2d10 plus 3d6 poison damage per bite. DM says, "You're all dumb, you guys should have just used disengage," to walk through a giant pile of snakes safely. Traps went from pressure plates and tripwires to being non-magical life-sensing traps that only go off in the presence of a live being. I was throwing corpses down the hallway to check for traps since I can't find them any other way. Player casts Healing Spirit. Spirit in space with player. I walk through to get the heal. DM rules I can't because the spirit is too busy healing other player. Spell literally says it heals anyone who walks through the space. He rules that there isn't enough room for my character and the other player, and an incorporeal spirit. DM rules that an NPC robbed me of all my gold. No check required while I'm in a tavern. Then we reach the final straw. The party walks in on an obvious trap, but despite my protests, party nearly dies. Fight was won and we're healing up. Party wants a rest. I joke, I feel fine. I didn't take any damage, so why do we need a rest? I offer to take the first watch. Wizard player arcane locks me in a room with a sealed demon who plans on killing me if he gets free, in a dungeon with wandering monsters that attack during rest, and proceeds to cast Tiny Hut so party can rest while I'm stuck outside with the creatures. I state, this isn't funny. This could kill me, and if PvP is allowed, I'm gonna wreck said wizard if he doesn't quit it since this could actually kill me. DM doesn't stop him. Party doesn't want to get involved, so they don't stop him. I say fine. You want it that way? That's how it's gonna be. If I live through this, I'm killing the wizard, as I can only assume this is a hostile action against my character, and I can only assume PvP is a go since this player is taking an action against another player. Party gets out, insists I drop it and just go. Tell me to lead on since they won't go first because of traps. I refuse. Not taking traps for a group that just locked me out to die. Wizard gets out, I tell him apologize or we're gonna have some problems. Wizard insults me. I say, okay, I'm attacking him. DM chimes in, won't let me attack him because no PvP allowed now. DM tells me that the player is a paying player and he asks the DM to kill me off. Him and another player are friends and pay to play, and they threaten to quit if DM doesn't kick me or at least kill me off and make me re-roll. DM tells me if I don't stop causing problems, he's killing my character. I point out the wizard started this, refused to apologize, and that it very well could have killed me, and if there is no PvP, he should have stopped there before it all happened. DM says it's not really PvP to lock someone else out of arrest in a dangerous dungeon, and he can't have me fighting with paying players since I play for free. No one else knows this but me and the DM. I quit on the spot. He tried to get me to join different games he was running as an apology, but I flat out refused. Never in all my years of D&D have I seen a player petition the DM to kill off someone else's PC because of a fight they started. Never had a DM allow PCs to bully other PCs because that they pay. This was the worst D&D experience of my entire D&D career. Didn't know mobile gaming economics reached tabletop gaming. I know that there's some places where you can pay to have a D&D experience, but I feel that this is taking the concept a bit too far. Bending to the will of paying players over your friends is a no-go. And I know it's just bad business because this DM just sounded like he wanted to do his best to kill his party with traps that always do damage and other crazy stuff that he pulled. I mean, life-sensing non-magic traps? That doesn't sound like it's even possible. I think it's good that the guy finally had enough and left, but I think the damage is done. What do you guys think about this situation?